all the so-called civil rights madness to this day. You see, that really messed us on up. So basically, it's under the same system, but they used it to do with Gandhi. It was under the same doggone system that they used with Gandhi. It was under the same system that they used with Martin Luther King also too. Yeah, they used with him too. So Martin Luther King was one. As a matter of fact, he knew all the whole time what he was doing because he was a Negro Boule. You see what I'm saying? He was a Negro Boule and all. You see what I'm saying? So he knew what's going on. And you know the same damn thing that went on with the Jews in Germany, where you had the Jews that were, they had Jews, they financed Hitler and different things that went on too, and they wiped out the other ones too, and all. You see, we can't feel bad about those Jews because you got to realize this here. Those Jews before World War II, they treated the Germans like dirt because they were people that had a history. They had a history coming from Spain. They didn't have an ancient history because they was converted into Judaism in Spain. It had nothing to do with the real Hebrew. But those particular Jews, get Arthur Koestler's book, The 13th Tribe, to deal with the Jew, the origin of the white Jew. That particular Jew was very arrogant in Nazi Germany, and they treated the Germans like dirt. Huh? You got two down there. Yeah, which is the best book ever written on how that white Jew came about. But they were very arrogant. They treated what's called like peasants, the Germans like peasants. So when the Germans got back their power and stuff, it was easy for them to kill them off and stuff because they remember them was the same Arab crackers. It's the same thing now it's the same thing now if you ever get something, you wouldn't take nothing light on no damn Korean. Or none of them old Hockney mugs that's in the 7-Eleven. Because they treat our people like dogs. You see what I'm saying? They treat our people like dogs and stuff like that and also too. So, that's what happened on that particular thing. You know. So, yeah, okay. I'm on already, yeah, okay. So, let's see, let me give you some water. Let's see here. Let me explain this to you on what went on. Let me see a few other things first. Let me get some books out to understand some stuff. Let me revamp some of this. Get some other books out. And yeah, somebody got it, but the part in there, they got the advertisement, but the author in there is not, the author is the person, but they didn't put the author in the paper. They didn't show the full ad. They didn't show the full ad and stuff. And all. Let me explain this to you, what's going down. Let's break this thing down once and for all. Now, there's truth, and there's how we feel. And we can't go, and it's too late to go by how we feel because people have died under the lies. People have died under the lies. And so now it's to the point where as we can't treat Christianity with a small teaspoon no more. We got to doggone tell the truth. Tell the truth at the core of it. And all. It is a conspiracy to keep this lie going on, and this is the reason why A&E has put out Bible Mysteries of the Bible. It's bad that they don't put out a lot of other. If you notice when they talk about other mysteries of other places, almost archaeological, they don't really get into the metaphysical science or any kind of science of any other religion. Only mysteries of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Now, we don't say that the Bible is not of an ancient origin, but what we're trying to say is, in this day and time, we understood that the Bible came from some other source. Now, let me give you the history on this, on how this happened. Yeah, but people, okay, let's take one of these, yeah. This is what happened. You don't have thrice greatest Hermes, do you? No, because it's out of print. See, it was a 5-volume book. You one at the house, right? You got one. It was a 5-volume book, came out, Samuel Wise, in 1992, up until about a year ago, and it went out of print. Thrice Greatest Hermes by G.R.S. Mead. 3 volumes set in 1 volume. They put 3 volumes for $50. But the book you can get is Anna Kingsford and Maitland's Version of the World, out of print. Okay, let's do some other cross references. If you can't get Version of the World, let's see here. What? That's one, but what we're dealing with here, I'm going to deal with some other stuff. I'm going to give you another one. Another book, I'll give you another one that you need to buy. You need to get some Hermetic. There's a book called Hermetica by Walter Scott. Hermetica by Walter Scott. Those are the straight scripts. But I'm going to give you some other cross references. Now let's go into a bit of history here and understand what went down. Number one, the Kabbalah was in the Egyptian mystery system. I Ching system that you see in Asia, they studied it right in Egypt. Alchemy, which means Al-Kim, which means the black land or the black people, is in Egypt. The Christ concept or the Christos concept was in Egypt. Every discipline that you have and stuff, your Sufi masters of the Kushite Empire, which goddamn Arabia, excuse the expression, Arabia at one time was nothing but a part of the whole Egyptian dynasty, because there was nothing but black Arabians there, and there's 85% of Arabia right now is black. And they were the ancient Kushite Arabians, which Drusilla Dundee Houston's book talks about the ancient Kushite based on history. But all of your Arabian, and so your Sufi Arabs or your Kushite Arabs are the mystic Arabs. And Muhammad's father was a Kushite Arab. And so the real deal is Muhammad didn't get nothing revealed no more than his damn daddy knew, and all the other black people that was on the damn in Arabia before him. There's evidence of that right now. How the hell he going to be revealed the Quran, and the Sufis had all of that particular stuff. So what we're trying to say is that the white Arab wants you to believe that all their stuff came in history based on a squabble with them. But in actuality, all they did is went and took an ancient black people stuff that was already there. Because like I told you before, Muhammad could not read or write. He was illiterate till the day he died, and Bilal is the one that wrote the doggone Quran, and Bilal was an Ethiopian Kushite Arab from Arabia. So what we're saying is we talk about every knowledge came out of one system, the black African. And that's the whole deal. So the Greeks started ruling in the Ptolemaic period. They went down the Nile and took all the temples and took all the doggone books out of the temples and put in the Library of Alexandria. And they built this Library of Alexandria. Egyptian people built this Library of Alexandria, and it was the first high-rise. And the high-rise that they had there, which was a high-rise, it looked like a building downtown. And they took that, and the white man took those blueprints and built his first doggone skyscrapers from. So we built the first high-rise, and the Egyptian priests did. So now, they took all the books and put in the Library of Alexandria. And then the Greeks had reigned. They came in and literally had all these papyrus rolls, and it was thousands of them. And they carted them off to Greece. And what it is they have some stuff called the Hermetic text. And the Hermetic text is the mystery of alchemy and the metaphysical workings of becoming Christ, Christ, which is Greek Christos, anointed one, because the original Greeks were black also too. So when they translated into Greece, it was black people that translated that into Greece, into Greek. The particular Hermetic text, because there wasn't just no book. See, we can't look at modern looking back into history. We got to somehow look at history was, because when we think, like you see the Quran is the book of Islam, the Bible is the book of this, the Torah is the book of that. They didn't have no one book in Egypt. They had millions of books, and the Book of the Dead is just a pyramid text, but it is one of millions of books. So the Hermetic text, which is the science of becoming God, and the devil said we got to destroy these people because they're getting past me when we go into this. So the Hermetic text was the science of becoming gods, where they